All right, so let's start with the big story that we're tracking on WION at this hour, where ahead of the meeting between senior military commanders of India and China, China has now appointed a new PLA ground forces commander for the India border. The Lieutenant General Xu Chiling has been appointed as the new commander, and this new appointment was publicly confirmed first in a report on the 1st of June. The President Xi Jinping holds the functional position of commander, unlike in India, where the president is, of course, the supreme commander of the armed forces. This, of course, is a titular and not an operational post. Now, virtually all the Chinese generals in place now have been appointed by President Xi Jinping during his tenure. By and large, Xi Jinping has a grip on the PLA, and it seems that not all factions in the PLA are supportive of Xi, as seen from the fact of certain generals being dismissed on various grounds. The Lieutenant General Xu will, of course, report to General Zhao Zongxi, who was the Western Theatre Commander during the 2017 Doklam standoff. The theatre commanders are usually headed by generals. There is no doubt that the Chinese president is not only in picture, but also very much involved in the planning of this entire exercise at the LAC. Now, one should not forget the issue of Nepal also raising its border dispute with India. Meanwhile, India is readying its agenda points aimed at seeking restoration. India is seeking restoration of the status quo along the line of actual control in Ladakh. Both the sides are expected to deliberate on specific proposals to end the month-long bitter standoff in eastern Ladakh. It will be one of the first extensive talks between India and China, led by lieutenant generals from both the armies. And the meeting, of course, comes at a time when there are several reports of a slight retreat by both the armies at one of the flash points in the Galwan Valley. While the Chinese army has reportedly retreated by about 2 kilometers, the Indian army has stepped by about 1 kilometer. This is what, of course, is being reported. Now, the fresh tensions are a major and, of course, a serious issue for the world's two most populous nations, because they come after two big meetings between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Chinese President Xi Jinping since the Doklam standoff. The Wuhan summit in 2018, which sought to reset ties between India and China, and the Mamallapuram meeting near Chennai last year.